Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in chapter 6, Lessons of Love, and this is section 4, The Only Answer. We are reading A Course in Miracles, the combined volume by Foundation for Inner Peace, and we are on page 100 today at the bottom. Chapter 6, Lessons of Love, section 4, The Only Answer. Today we will read paragraphs 1 through 6 of this section. If you would like to join me in prayer, dear Father, please allow me to set aside everything that I think I am, everything that I think about this world, everything I think about A Course in Miracles, and everything that I think about you and my brother. God, please allow me an open mind for a new experience. Please give me your vision of love today and help me to see as you would have me see, be who you would have me be, do as you would have me do, go where you would have me go, and say what you would have me say, and to whom. And so it is. Amen. Section 4, The Only Answer. Remember that the Holy Spirit is the answer, not the question. The ego always speaks first. It is capricious and does not mean its maker well. It believes, and correctly, that its maker may withdraw his support from it at any moment. If it meant you well, it would be glad, as the Holy Spirit will be glad when He has brought you home and you no longer need His guidance. The ego does not regard itself as part of you. Herein lies its primary error, the foundation of its whole thought system. When God created you, He made you part of Him. That is why attack within the kingdom is impossible. You made the ego without love, and so it does not love you. You could not remain within the kingdom without love, and since the kingdom is love, you believe that you are without it. This enables the ego to regard itself as separate and outside its maker, thus speaking for the part of your mind that believes you are separate and outside the mind of God. The ego then raised the first question that was ever asked, but one it can never answer. That question, what are you, was the beginning of doubt. The ego has never answered any questions since, although it has raised a great many. The most inventive activities of the ego have never done more than obscure the question, because you have the answer and the ego is afraid of you. You cannot understand the conflict until you fully understand the basic fact that the ego cannot know anything. The Holy Spirit does not speak first, but He always answers. Everyone has called upon Him for help at one time or another and in one way or another, and has been answered. Since the Holy Spirit answers, truly He answers for all the time, which means that everyone has the answer now. The ego cannot hear the Holy Spirit, but it does believe that part of the mind that made it is against it. It interprets this as a justification for attacking its maker. It believes that the best defense is attack and wants you to believe it. Unless you do believe it, you will not side with it, and the ego feels badly in need of allies, though not of brothers. Perceiving something alien to itself in your mind, the ego turns to the body as its ally, because the body is not part of you. This makes the body the ego's friend. It is an alliance frankly based on separation. If you side with this alliance, you will be afraid because you are siding with an alliance of fear. The ego uses the body to conspire against your mind, and because the ego realizes that its enemy can end them both merely by recognizing that they are not part of you. They join in the attack together. This is perhaps the strangest perception of all if you consider what it really involves. The ego, which is not real, attempts to persuade the mind, which is real, that the mind is the ego's learning device, and further, that the body is more real than the mind is. No one in his right mind could possibly believe this, and no one in his right mind does believe it. Hear then the one answer of the Holy Spirit to all the questions the ego raises. You are a child of God, a priceless part of His kingdom, which He created as part of Him. Nothing else exists, and only this is real. You have chosen a sleep in which you have had bad dreams, but the sleep is not real, and God calls you to awake. There will be nothing left of your dream when you hear Him, because you will awaken. Your dreams contain many of the ego symbols, and they have confused you. Yet that was only because you were asleep and did not know. When you wake, you will see the truth around you and in you, and you will no longer believe in dreams because they will have no reality for you. Yet the kingdom and all that you have created there will have a great reality for you, because they are beautiful and true. Yet the kingdom and all that you have created there will have great reality for you, because they are beautiful and true. And now let's go ahead and move into our meditation. Go ahead and sit with your back supported, head and neck free. We will pick that up tomorrow, that reading, for the conclusion of section 4. We are on lesson 55 today, which is review of lessons 21 through 25. And go ahead and sit back supported, head and neck free. And this is so that you don't fall asleep. Go ahead and focus on your breath. Do a 2x breath in for a count of 2 through the nose, out for a count of 4, and let's do this 3 times. Then you'll do a 3x breath in for a count of 3, out for a count of 6 for 3 times. And then you will do the 4x breath in for a count of 4, out for a count of 8. And please focus on your breath, and I'll go ahead and read today's lesson. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. Can you remain still and strong in the face of changing conditions? Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Now when you're ready, go ahead and think of 3 things that you are grateful for. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. Now let's go ahead and focus on those 3 things that you are grateful for. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and feel that gratitude and love. Feel it in the center of your chest. See it as a pure blue, pure white blue light. So clear white that it looks blue. Go ahead and extend that out throughout your body. Then extend that out into the room you're sitting in. And then further out into the building you're in or the home. And extend that out into the neighborhood or the street. And then extend it further into the city or town. And then go ahead and envision that light and that love extending out, surrounding the earth, from Oregon to Ireland, to Japan, to China. Go ahead and see that extend to anyone who's sick with the virus. Anyone who's sick mentally, not feeling well. Anyone who's in fear. Let's go ahead and bathe everyone in love. Teach only love, for that is what you are. Teach only love, for that is what you are. Teach only love, for that is what you are. I love you. Thank you so much for joining with me. I wish you a most beautiful day, and I will join with you tomorrow for the conclusion of Section 4 and Lesson 56. I thank you, and I wish you a lovely day.